Hey book nerds, welcome back to my channel. This little guy decided he wanted to hang out with Mama today, so he's going to be doing this book video with me. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today I wanted to talk to you about some of the upcoming books that I'm most excited about, and some of these are coming out this year, some of them aren't coming out till next year, but one of them I even have an arc for, which I'm super excited about. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about my 4 top sequels or next in series books that I am really excited about and want to share with you guys. So the first one I want to share with you is the sequel to this book. This is called Shadow Shaper by Daniel Jose Older. It's really awesome. This is the one that I have an arc for, thank you, BookCon, Shadow House Fall, so I'm really excited to get to read that. The first book, Shadow Shaper, follows this character, Sierra Santiago, who is a young teenage woman of color who lives in Brooklyn. It's a super fun urban fantasy. Hey guys, so I'm back. Little one decided to fall asleep, so just me this time. So I was talking about this awesome book, Shadow Shaper by Daniel Jose Older. Seriously guys, pick it up, check it out. I'm loving the fact that we're starting to get more diversity in YA Lit, which is something we haven't seen before. And the book is just a great, fun, urban fantasy. And the thing I love about it is you've got these characters who are primarily people of color living in Brooklyn who talk the way that you would think that they would probably be talking. And I've been to a panel before with the author of this book, and the thing that he said, which I think is so true, is there's a lot of kids who growing up like him who read these books and said, okay, where are the people who look like me, who sound like me, where are the characters I can relate to? And they just didn't exist. And so serious props to some of these publishers like Penguin Teen for publishing Shadow Shaper and other more diverse books start to include more diverse characters. It's such an important thing. So the next book I want to talk about is Carve the Mark. This is a new series by Veronica Roth. I loved this first book. I liked the Divergent series, but Carve the Mark is awesome. It's this hybrid sci-fi fantasy, kind of a fantasy in space sort of story. Really rich world building, great characters, and I'm really looking forward to the sequel, which unfortunately I think is not coming out till next year or late this year, but it's going to be a while. It was actually pretty cool. I got to go to the book launch event for this book, which was really cool because I got to briefly meet Veronica Roth, hear her talk about the book, and of course get it signed and personalized, which was super exciting. I highly recommend checking out this book if you haven't yet. The sequel I'm really looking forward to. The next book I want to talk about is actually a debut novel. It's called The Thousandth Floor by Katharine McGee, and the sequel is coming out, I think, the end of this year, if I'm not mistaken. This book is really great, really awesome for a debut novel and creative. It's set in a futuristic New York, deals with climate issues, with race and class issues, with drug addiction, with depression, and trying to fit in. And it's just a really great, engaging story that pulls you in and doesn't let you go until you reach the end, and then you're like, no, I want to read the sequel. When is it coming out? So thankfully the sequel is coming out in a few months, but if you haven't checked it out, check out The Thousandth Floor by Katharine McGee. Really great book. Okay, the final book I want to talk about is actually going to be the 4th book in a series, I guess the beginning of a new trilogy in this world, which I'm excited about. I loved the original trilogy and thought that that was it, but this is the School for Good and Evil series, and this is by Soman Chainani. And again, this was cool. I got to meet him at BookCon and get this one signed, which was awesome. He was just so sweet and super cute and just a really nice guy. Again, these books are fantastic. They're such a great story. They deal with a lot of important issues in a way that I think is accessible to younger readers. The first trilogy is marketed to the 8 to 12 range, but I think anybody could probably enjoy them, and it's the kind of thing that I'll probably want to read with my kids when they get to be a little bit older. But the new trilogy, book 4, is coming out in September. I actually have this awesome little sneak peek. It's going to be called The School for Good and Evil Quests for Glory, on sale September 19th. So I really enjoyed this sneak peek, so thank you to HarperCollins for that. It sounds like a really fun story. Again, they're growing up a little bit in this, the main characters, so this one is probably going to be targeted more at a teen, young adult audience. It seems like it's going to be dealing with some really great issues to talk about, like communication in relationships and finding your purpose and your identity. Soman Chainani just does such a great job of building this really rich, beautiful world and these engaging characters, and then using them to tackle some really big issues in a fun way. So if you haven't checked out these books, highly recommend. Go read The School for Good and Evil, the first trilogy, then pick up book 4 on September 19th. Alright, so that's it for me today, you guys. These are some of the books that I'm really loving, really looking forward to the sequel or the next book in the series. In the comments down below, tell me what are some books that you're really looking forward to. Do you have any recommendations for things that I should be reading? Are there any books you would like to see me review or talk about in another video? And don't forget, if you like this video, to like, subscribe, click on that notification bell so that you know when I've got new videos releasing. Thanks for watching, and to all you moms out there, try to get some sleep.